Bold businesses are recognizing the importance of diversity and inclusion in the workplace. Decades of scientific research show socially diverse groups perform better than homogeneous groups. For instance, a study conducted by business professors from Columbia University shows female representation in top management leads to an increase of $42 million in firm value.
How do you make sure that their voices are heard and they feel included in the process of decision making around the firm? The truly bold companies are focused on that.
The bigger issue right now in my mind is the inclusion question. Who is sitting at your table actually participating in these conversations around some of these big decisions?
Companies capable of innovating have diverse and inclusive teams. They are also investing heavily in leadership, diversity, and inclusion trainings for leaders and employees. For one, management consulting firm CTR Factor has brought transformational changes within organizations, including Fortune 50 companies, as well as the U.S. Armed Forces.
Ultimately, we're a firm that believes in delivering outcomes. And so we follow that model of diversity to inclusion to performance to a T. The truly bold companies, and there are a few of them out there, that are doing things that are state-of-the-art, bleeding edge, and they're experimenting with different approaches.
Inclusion and diversity enhance creativity and encourage the search for novel information, which leads to better decision-making and problem-solving.
Having a perspective from someone in a different community from you, that will know your client base from different ways, but will also understand your risks differently.
Diversity in the top 25 people at the firm drive inclusive behaviors in the entire firm. And there's data to support that. Same thing with the Center for Talent Innovation, 75% better chance of product innovation if you have 2D diversity within the companies.
Companies have made great strides in making women involved in decision-making. However, studies show women are still underrepresented at every level in corporate America. For example, men have a higher chance of promotion than women during the early stages of their career.
I mean, I can say in my world, in the national security world, which is where I started, when I was overseas, if I as a woman had not actually been in a leadership role on our counter-extremism programs, nobody would have been accessing the women in these communities. And by not accessing the women in these communities, we would have never succeeded in some of the things we actually did accomplish overseas in some of these communities.
Chipmaker Intel is now proactively addressing diversity and inclusion in Silicon Valley. Its 2017 mid-year diversity report shows 25.5% of its employees are women, a new record for the company. Intel's Global Diversity Director says, because of our diverse workforce, we have experienced a boost in productivity. When you can move people to contribute to their fullest, it has a tremendous impact.
And so it's just having that widest perspective and including the most amount of voices possible at the table. That's how you are going to really help your company succeed.
Bold and innovative companies are focused on all facets of inclusion, from gender and ethnic diversity to leadership and cultural inclusion in the workplace.